It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a they'll try the run. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
I love the aggressive play calling here on this opening drive. All the way down the field, scoring a touchdown, then going for it for 2 points. That is a statement.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore will throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big game.
They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
Player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moore to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes a grab past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
He's going to take off, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Now improvising. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Throwing on the run. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Moore to the air. Starts to scramble to the left. Finds his man. It's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Pulls it in. It's Stewart. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. State offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. That's caught. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Runs through the tackle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've been running it, but now the pass. With the catch, it's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14.
On the quick throw. Marked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. First down for the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. First and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll run for it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Give as they work on that clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play that they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tate.
this is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man to the left. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Good enough for a first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be.